When Ava moved into apartment 2C, she thought the blinking red light on the smoke detector was just a cheap fixture. But after it turned off one night and then turned back on, facing a different direction, she realized she wasn't living alone. Someone had been watching her for weeks, maybe longer, and what they found hidden in the walls would spark one of the most unsettling discoveries in recent years. In April 2002, Ava Ramirez, a 26-year-old surgical nurse, moved into a modest one-bedroom apartment in Rochester, New York. She had just taken a new job at a local hospital and needed something affordable and close by. The building was old, slightly outdated, but fully furnished and move-in ready. The landlord was friendly, an older man named Mr. Connors who managed several units on the block. It wasn't glamorous, but it was home. The only odd thing, the smoke detector in the bedroom blinked, constantly. A tiny red light every 6 seconds. Ava figured it was normal, maybe an older model, but it kept her up. So she taped a piece of tissue over it. And for the first 2 weeks, everything felt fine. Until the tissue fell off one night, and she noticed something. The light wasn't blinking anymore. And the detector had shifted position, angled toward her bed. Ava's instincts kicked in. She stood on a chair to get a closer look at the detector. The plastic felt new, too new. No manufacturer name, no barcode, just a tiny lens barely visible. She took a screwdriver and pried the unit loose. Inside was not a smoke detector. It was a custom-assembled camera complete with a microSD card, rechargeable lithium battery 4G LTE transmitter, and a SIM card registered to a prepaid number. Panicked, Ava called her landlord. No answer. She texted the number he gave her when she moved in. Still nothing. She then contacted the building manager, a woman named Linda. Linda confirmed something chilling. "We haven't had smoke detectors in that unit for 2 years. We switched to central systems. That shouldn't be there." Ava filed a police report. An officer arrived, took the camera, and opened an investigation. But Ava still didn't feel safe. She couldn't sleep. She moved to the couch, began covering vents, mirrors, and anything reflective. Then she noticed the bathroom mirror was mounted differently than the others. The screws were new, clean, no rust. Behind it, another camera. She checked the air vent above the shower. The cover was decorative. Nothing was behind it except another hidden lens. Over the next hour, she uncovered 5 total surveillance devices. Smoke detector in the bedroom, bathroom mirror, shower vent, bedroom, lamp base, ceiling fan motor, this one with 2-way audio. She called the police again. This time, they brought a warrant. The SD card from the detector contained over 30 days of footage. Ava undressing, sleeping, talking on the phone, crying in the dark. But even more disturbing were the audio files extracted from the ceiling fan mic. One voice, a man, could be heard muttering, "She's alone again. She doesn't know. I'll go up after midnight. She's ready now." Police traced the SIM card's transmission data. The cell signal pinged from within the building. Apartment 1A. Ava had never met the tenant. When police knocked, no answer. They entered. The apartment was completely empty, freshly cleaned. No furniture, except for a single cardboard box in the center of the living room. Inside, 9 labeled SD cards, a pair of latex gloves, used roll of electrical tape, a printout of Ava's driver's license photo. The case went public briefly. Then the coverage stopped. No suspect was ever arrested. The building claimed the cameras were unauthorized. The landlord, Mr. Connors, disconnected phone, no address, no tax records filed in the last 3 years. It was as if he never existed. Ava moved in with her sister in Buffalo. She refuses to live alone. She now carries a police-grade bug detector and inspects every room she stays in. To this day, the building remains open, with new tenants in apartment 2C. And every once in a while, someone posts online about blinking lights in smoke detectors and strange voices recorded while they sleep. Predatory Voyeur Network, a group that plants surveillance devices in apartments for anonymous streaming or sale. Stalker landlord Mr. Connors wasn't a landlord. He was a predator impersonating one. Dark web stream. Some believe Ava was being featured on an underground live stream. Viewers paid to watch and vote. One Redditor who claimed to be a former tenant said, "I lived in that unit in 2020, found the same thing. The police didn't believe me. I moved, but I still get packages with new flash drives. The label always says, 'You looked back.' Have you ever checked your smoke detector or what's behind your mirror? Drop your theory in the comments. Subscribe to Unholy Reels for more stories that remind us sometimes the walls aren't just listening, they're watching.